We're at Old Sarum Airfield near Salisbury, and it's a First World War airfield, 100 years old, and we're here today to host 4-para to raise money for the Parachute Regiment charity. The day started, an exciting start to the day, with a Chinook arriving with His Royal Highness Prince Michael of Kent on board and 16 members of the 4-para. They charged off and secured the site, making lots of noise, smoke, and then Prince Michael was picked up to meet the Colonel Commandant, who's hosted today's events.
It's a very good event. A lot of people have come here today to support the Parachute Regiment. So I'd just like to pay tribute to the people who are running this thing today and say that it's a wonderful opportunity to raise awareness and raise money for the Parachute Regiment.
Well, once that happened, we've had 50 Aston Martins here with a huge range of ages going right back to the early 50s. And one of the reasons for doing this, it's the 70th anniversary of the Parachute Regiment's action in Normandy and in Arnhem. So to have that range of Astons here was terrific. And they then did a drive-by. Part of it was to mark the Normandy anniversary, and we were delighted today because we had 2 Normandy veterans, a glider pilot and Major Dick Hargreaves, who are now both in their 90s but have come here today to support the regiment.
And we left our lines at about 7:30, so the chaps have been walking for 8 hours, 9 hours.
We were very fortunate. We were supported by the Air Squadron, who brought their aircraft completely free of charge to support the regiment and the charity. And so we've had a wonderful Yak 11 here, which is 60, 70 years old. And we've had a number of other aerobatic aircraft. And the RAF brought a Hercules, which did 2 great flybys. And of course, very appropriate for the event that we're holding today.
This is not sort of screaming jets across the sky. This is what I would call a sort of lower energy stuff, and much more my cup of tea. Everything occurs in a small pack of sky, so as you look up you see everything, and it's all continuous, lots of smoke, all sorts of noise, some of it hair on fire, mad, inverted, negative G aerobatics, and some of it rather more sedate but pleasant to look at.
There's 2 things. One is to raise funds for the Parachute Regiment charity, and the second is just to show that the community is supporting our troops out in the field. What we're raising here is funds that will be immediately available to troops, and so they don't have to go through a great long process to get short-term funds to help them in crisis.
The charity obviously looks after soldiers that are injured, particularly in Afghanistan and anywhere else in the world. It also supports paratroopers that are injured and not in a war zone, and it looks after ex-Parachute Regiment soldiers and serving soldiers as well.
We have a lot of cases of soldiers and both male and female who are needing help now, and we need all the money that we can get to help them. Anything from rental agreements up to standard stair lifts and showers instead of baths.
And the fact that a number of supporters have seen fit to lay the day on as an opportunity to raise funds for our charity means a lot to us.
This is our home regiment, so immensely proud to come and do stuff to support the Parachute Regiment. Normally we're doing displays into rugby stadiums, cricket, all sorts of places all over the country, in fact all over the world. However, to come somewhere local with members of the Parachute Regiment around us, it's like being home.
We brought along a Lynx Mark 7, which is what we use in the UK as our sort of normal conversion to utility helicopter aircraft. And it's a pleasure to be here supporting them. The more face time we get, the better. The public seem to love seeing helicopters. We like showing them to them, and the more we can enthuse them about the military and careers in the military, the better.
You've had a great day. We've had a drumhead service and paid our respects to the fallen. I saw an extremely smart veterans march past. I have to say, as an ex-Royal Anglian, I have to say these paratroopers were in very, very good order today. But we've also raised, I think, a fair bit of money for the Parachute Regiment charity to help contribute towards the care for those people who've been wounded or injured in the service of their country.
Well, all the people we've seen today have really enjoyed it. Despite the glitches in the weather, it's really gone well. They've really enjoyed watching the Astons drive by, and also to watch the aeroplanes, and to be together with members of the Parachute Regiment.